Do you have COPD and struggle at work? If so, this video is definitely for you. You want to say hi? This is Stella. Say hi, Stella. Say hi. Let's get back to it. We're going to dive into how this or other respiratory conditions really might limit your ability to work and what reasonable accommodations that you might want to request. First, let's go ahead and talk about how COPD can affect you at work. COPD is a chronic condition that makes it difficult to breathe, even during simple activities like walking or talking. This can be extremely challenging in a work environment where you might need to move around a lot. Maybe you interact with colleagues, or you might have physically demanding tasks that are required at work. And COPD might make it very challenging for you. Some things that you might need from having COPD is you might need to rest more frequently during the day, or maybe your schedule needs to be adjusted to accommodate health needs. Because COPD can also lead to more frequent respiratory infections, you might need to go to the doctor more often, or maybe you need to attend pulmonary rehabilitation sessions, and maybe those are during work hours. Now, let's discuss your rights under the Americans with Disabilities Act, or ADA. Be sure to check out my last video where I deep dive into your rights under the ADA. As we discussed in that video, this law ensures that covered employers can't discriminate against you because of your disability. This includes COPD if it significantly limits your ability to work. Your employer is required to provide reasonable accommodations to help you perform your job effectively. So, what are some of those reasonable accommodations that you might request? I'm going to go ahead and list a few ideas. There may be other ones that you need, so be sure to talk to your healthcare provider. You might want to request a parking space that is closer to the building entrance so you don't have to walk so far. You might request a flexible schedule. That could include additional breaks that might help you manage breathlessness, reduce fatigue. It might give you more time to take prescribed medications. Maybe you have an inhaler that you're having to use more often. Maybe you need more breaks to regulate your body temperature. Say you work in a freezer or a bakery that's really hot. You might request additional breaks to regulate your body temperature and avoid triggering COPD symptoms. You might request mobility assistance, so maybe approval to use a motorized scooter if you need one of those. And finally, my last example is job restructuring. If your current role is too physically demanding, or maybe it involves a lot of talking, you might ask for reassignment to a less taxing position if something's available. The most important thing is to have an open and honest communication with your employer about how COPD affects you and what accommodations would help you perform your job better. Remember, you don't need to go through a formal process to be covered under the ADA. Like I discussed last time, you can explain your condition and suggest possible adjustments, and this doesn't have to be formal or written. Be sure to be open to any suggestions that your employer might have as well. Remember, not everyone with COPD is going to need the same accommodations. Be sure to tailor your request to fit your specific needs. The key is clear communication and collaboration with your employer so that they are able to create a supportive work environment for you. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you have any questions or if you have experiences that you'd like to share about managing COPD at work, be sure to leave a comment below. I would love to hear any examples that you have. See you next week. Bye.